Hey.
Stay tuned. The show is about to begin. Stay tuned. The show is about to begin.
Well, please stand by. Wait with me with Jill Cox Cordova. Will be starting in approximately 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And if you're listening to this show on replay, you can fast forward right past this spot and get right into the show. Right into the show. Oh, but I see that Stefan is already here, and Ron looks like he's here too. How you doing, Ron? Are you gonna play the guitar for us today? That would be nice. We could have a intro music from you instead of this. Anyway, the show will start in not about to, but in a few minutes. So those of you that are in the audience already, you know how this stuff works on Fireside. You can hit any of the 3 emojis across the bottom at any time during the show, and we will see it and hear it. And you will see it and hear it too. We all will see it and hear it. So that's what we're doing here tonight. We still have approximately 2 minutes and the show will get started. And if you're new to Fireside, the easiest way to ask a question or request to be on the stage is just to hit the Ask button. Choose an emoji, type your comment or question, and press send. And we will see it. And if you want to be on the stage, we'll get you on stage. Is there anything else we need to know? Jill says no. So please stand by. The show will start in just a few moments. And also, if the show, when the video starts, if it doesn't...
The show is about to begin.
If it doesn't fit your screen, just pinch it down, squeeze it down, and we will get Jill right into frame. So, but anyway, glad you all are here in the audience already. We have approximately 1 minute and the show will get started, and Jill's beautiful face will be here on video. I can't wait. Ooh. Have about another 30 seconds or so, and the show will get started. We'll be right here on video. At least Jill will be, but I won't, because I produced on her shows. You get to hear me occasionally, but not see me, unless I make a mistake. All right, we'll see y'all soon. having a technical problem with video, but give us a second and we'll get it straight.
Stay tuned. The show is about to begin.
Yeah, well, we're still having a few technical problems. It seems that we cannot take WaitBot down. So hold on a second. It's glitchy.
Stay tuned. The show is about to begin.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. Well, every other Wednesday when I do this show. This is Wait With Me, and I'm your host, Jill Cox Cordova. I'm so happy to be here, especially since I couldn't get the WaitBot to come down. I just wanted to keep playing music, set up a vibe or something. Okay, if you've never been to this show, I always start off by telling you how in this case, my last 2 weeks were. I've been sad. Yeah, I admit it. I've been sad, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure why. Have you ever just been blah? Just had days that were blah. That's how I'm feeling. Blah. I think it's partly because we had such a great vacation 2 weeks ago, and if you're like me, you need a vacation after your vacation. And I'm just now recovering energy-wise from that. So maybe that's why I'm sad, or maybe it's because I'm no longer at the beach. Atlanta is such, it's so landlocked, and the only water we see is rain. Although there is a lake near us, but haven't been there for a while. But on a happier note, I have been purposely going out and visiting people. If you've seen the show before, you may have heard me say how I stopped socializing, not just because of the pandemic, but because I was really embarrassed by my appearance. I was embarrassed, especially around people who have known me for a really long time and could, obviously see how much weight I've gained. But this whole year, I've made a point of when a good friend says, hey, I want to see you, instead of my immediate answer of no, or finding a reason not to, I've purposely been socializing. So this past weekend, Tony and I were able to see a friend that we haven't seen since 2020, and it was just wonderful. And she had such good news and such positive energy that I felt like, okay, I'm becoming who I've always been, But for a long time, I've been hiding behind my weight. So I was happy and proud of myself for, making myself go out, but really having a genuinely good time, and just understanding that it's not about how you look. It's about connections with people, real connections. And that's how I feel about the people in this audience tonight. Thank you, Stefan, for being here. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Daisy. And thank you, is it Cecilia? Cecilia. Am I missing anyone, Tony?
No, I believe you have it.
Okay. Well, thank you all for being here. It really helps me just keep going. So I appreciate that. Okay. So that's my preamble to my segment number 1, which I call This is the Deal.
This is the deal. This is the deal.
Tonight's episode is about perfection and false images. This may sound like a rant, but I promise you it'll be short. I don't know why some people strive for perfection. I know that we want to master things. I know we want to be expert at things, but perfection is false. And while I appreciate social media for the good things that it can do, I've really have despised social media for all the false images that are presented and that people start believing. I ask myself, because I often, believe it or not, I don't just ask other people a lot of questions, I ask myself a lot of questions. So the question I asked myself was, where did this whole notion of perfection come from anyway? So I did a little bit of research, believe it or not, and I found that the word perfection started in the 13th century, but then it didn't mean the same thing that it does today. Back then, it meant that something was finished and it lacked nothing. So if we think about that in regard to us being perfect or striving for perfection, it obviously doesn't exist because it's never finished, right? I strive every day to be a better version of myself, meaning I strive to be kinder, nicer. I strive to learn something every day. I strive to do those kinds of things that make me a better person. I strive to be compassionate and have empathy for others. And I'm learning from Tony, my husband, who calls himself the man about love. I'm actually learning to love people that I really don't like. Because I believe you can love people and not like them. Um, just in case you were wondering, I do like my husband and I love him too. But there are several people I have met along the way in my 56 years of being on this earth that I just didn't like. Like if you've ever had a pet, pets are very decisive. They're very judgmental about who they're going to like and who they're not. And I think as a baby, I was like that too, and I just never outgrew it. But I am learning. I am learning to love not only other people, and especially people that, for whatever reason, I can't click with. I don't click with. I'm learning that, but I'm also learning to love myself. Every year, I start the new year with a word that I want to accomplish or strive for the entire year. And this year, that word was freedom. I wanted to have the freedom to do the things that I truly enjoy doing and not be, held in bondage doing something else. And but what I've come to learn this year, and maybe I should change my word, or maybe it'll be my word next year, is self-love. you, my audience, especially the people in this audience who have known me for a while, you have really taught me that I shouldn't be so hard on myself. And while I've never strived for perfection, tonight's topic, I get upset with myself if I didn't do something that I thought I should do better. And I don't know why. Why do we do that? Why? I know it's human nature, but why do we do that? Why don't we treat others truly the way we want to be treated? So, for example, for many years, when I was working in TV news, I had direct reports. And some of the things I tell myself or treat myself, I would never have done to them. So I'm trying to treat myself the way I would genuinely treat others. I give people grace. People make mistakes. People have flaws. We're all flawed. But for whatever reason, I was holding on to what mine were and are. And so the last 2 weeks, I've really thought about this, and I thought, okay, this is what I'm going to do for me today. I've talked before on this show about putting myself on my to-do list, meaning self-care for me that day. Do something I enjoy, do something that makes me happy, do something that's self-care for me. But the last 2 weeks, it's grown into giving myself grace. That doesn't mean I'm purposely just, not paying attention to the things that really matter to me. Instead, it means if I Are we still in the
Okay.
show?
Well, I think they can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Give me a clap or something if you can hear me, because it seems to we're having technical difficulties. But mine is definitely. Uh, I can see that my audio is going out.
You can, because I can't see
Yes,
anything.
but yours is not. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Can't tell. Here's what you do. Take yourself to. Please bear with us a moment, but you'll take yourself off the stage.
I can't.
There's nothing. Everything is frozen.
Everything is frozen.
Oh my.
It's like I'm not even there.
Okay. Oh, gee.
It's coming back. Hang on. But I'm out of the show, I think.
There you go. You're coming back now. All right. Let's.
Can everyone hear me?
There we go. They should be able to hear you now.
Can you all clap? Okay, I can see that. Woo! Live shows, the fun. Not. Okay, well, what I was saying before was that I am giving myself grace. That was the gist of it. I'm not striving for perfection, nor should you, and give yourself grace, just like I'm doing. Okay, that was the end of segment number 1. I'm going to zoom through the rest of the show to make sure you can see me. Okay, so let's get to segment number 2, where if you've never seen the show before, I weigh myself in front of you. Last week, my scale wasn't working on air, so I didn't weigh myself on air, but I did weigh myself off air. And I'm going to be real with you. When I went to Florida, I ate it up, I drank it up, I had a wonderful time. I did exercise, but I gained 3.5 pounds. So I'm being honest. This is my show to hold myself accountable. So last weigh-in, my weight was actually 161.6. I forgot to take my measurements, producer. So I don't know how my measurements were. I totally forgot. I guess that's the danger of doing your show every other week. But the amount to beat tonight, the weight to beat tonight is 161.6. So let's see if I've done that.
I can do it. I can do it. If I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
159 and 1 ounce.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
159 and 1 ounce.
For once, I don't mind that Tony yells out my weight. Okay, so that means I am down 2.5 pounds? 2.5 pounds! Yay! Okay, I am very excited, y'all. Because it's been a long time since I've had my weight to go down like that. What did I do to do that this past 2 weeks? I don't know what's happening.
You're back. You're back.
I don't know what's happening. My phone just took me out. So I'm thinking that the things that usually mess with Tony when he does one of his shows is messing with me tonight. But I will prevail. I will get this show done. Okay, so I lost 2.5 pounds, and the way I did it was I started working out again. I finally figured out that the best time, I was really trying to get up earlier and work out before my workday started, but I realized that I really need it after I work, to relieve stress or just I have a writing job, editing job, so I'm at a desk all day and I'm hunched over and I carry my stress in my shoulders, so my back is always hurting, my shoulders are always hurting. So I started doing, and many of you have heard me talk about this, I started doing Get Fit with Rick dance videos. And that's it. That's all I've been doing. And that's just fun for me. I prefer to do exercises that don't feel like exercise. It doesn't feel like a workout. It's just fun. And he has different music each time. So, but usually older music, so it's taking me back, to the good days, good old days. So that's always fun for me. And I also started. I mentioned at the top of the show we had gone to visit a friend who has a new house and a fiance, and they cooked for us, but they made it all healthy. They had stuffed peppers, which was great, lentil soup, which was great. And it reminded me of the things that the healthy foods that I enjoy eating. So since then, at my house, I have been eating very similar things. So I'm getting my nutrition back and my workout routine. I'm still not perfect, using that word again, but I'm getting back to where I can master it instead of it, messing with me and controlling me. So that's segment number 2. Now time for segment number 3.
Okay, it's your turn to share.
who would like to talk to me this week on the stage? Hopefully it will work and that I don't lose you. Hello, Daisy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Congratulations on getting out and socializing and on losing over 2 pounds.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel that feels great. How have you been doing?
Okay. I haven't been doing as well weight wise. I gained a pound last week, but I didn't
Oh,
weigh myself the week before. So I think I actually gained more and lost a pound of what I may have gained. So I'll take the 1 pound gain and count that as a.
that's okay. That's okay because it seems like it's balancing out. And isn't this state fair time?
This is the state fair week. Yes, I've been to the state fair twice now, and ate and shared. We split things, so I ate it in moderation.
Oh,
So
that's
you
wonderful.
had fried cheese curds, but I only had a handful of them, not the whole basket. So like mini donuts, and also just had maybe 4 or 5 of them, not the whole bag. So it was nice. And thinking about going to the fair again on Friday with my mom, and
Oh,
I
wonderful.
probably get the corn on the cob, which has a lot of butter on it, but they literally dip it in butter.
That sounds so good though.
It is.
And to me it's definitely a victory for you for only 1 pound because if you found a way to eat in moderation and it could have been a whole lot more. So congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so, and I've also cut back on the liquor this week a little bit.
What?
So, the sangria I think was getting to me. I think that was part of the weight gain. I think I was
Oh.
all the juices and the triple sec in it. I think was causing me to gain a little bit more than I would have liked. But
So did
that's
you switch to something else?
no, I just switched to not drinking.
Oh, wow.
Like
Wow,
last
good for you.
I had a very short margarita from one of those pre-made cocktails that are on the Rocks brand, and I only had like a third of it. So
Oh.
yeah, so I have minimized my intake of alcohol, and I'm gonna try. And I'm gonna be freer next week to exercise because I did. That's the one thing I applaud you for that. Getting back, get fit with Rick. I need to get fit with somebody.
Well, I could be that person with you. But you are getting exercise. You're walking around a state fair,
That was
a
a lot.
huge state fair at that.
That was a lot of walking. I think that was a good thing.
Yeah,
So
and speaking of fair, Ron said he loves fair food.
That's wonderful. I do too, Ron. I'm with you there.
yeah,
And we're actually talking about Minnesota State Fair, so they have an excellent fair.
yes, they do. So that's why I'm gonna be cautious when I go on Friday, but next week I'm gonna buckle down and try and do some kind of exercise. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do yoga. I realize that it's nice. It's been nice enough weather where I could walk around our block a couple times, get a workout going up the hill, and do that a couple laps maybe. I don't know. I just have to get moving. That's the main thing. That's what's gonna
Well,
keep
you
me.
you will. And knowing you, you're probably going to do burpees, which I still bow down to you on that because to me that's one of the hardest exercises. Effective, but hard.
Yes, it's a fallback, and I may end up doing them, but we'll see. But I just wanted to say congratulations, and I'm glad you're getting out and seeing people.
Well,
And
thank you. And
one
or
day
is this a lighter work week for you as well, or is that coming up?
it's coming up. It was a slightly lighter work week, but not super light. Next week will be truly much lighter. I'll only have one job to do. I've been
Well, that's great. That's great. And I'm going to text you too because of tomorrow's date.
okay, okay, sounds good. All
Okay.
right, all right.
Well,
You can
thank
take.
you. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you for having me. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye. Yay! Let's applaud for Daisy. Yay! Anyone else want to come up? Are we good? Yes, producer? No one else?
No,
You don't
no
see
one.
anyone?
No, I don't see anyone else, and you only have about 5 minutes left. So
I know. I'm just like moving along, right? Okay. Well, guess it's time for the next segment.
I can do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
I can do this, y'all. I can do it. Okay. Last week or 2 weeks ago, my goal was self-care. That was around the time that I decided to do this show every other week instead of every week. And so my goal was self-care. Just focus on it. And I did that. Yay! I did it. I did it. I did it. Okay, so my new goal is to still, lean into that, do more of that. But now I want to add in, Daisy mentioned yoga. I want to start adding in a little bit of yoga. So I'm still going to do Get Fit with Rick because dancing is fun. But I want to do yoga too because I need stretching. And for me, that's the best way I achieve it. So I want to add in a little bit of yoga. It might be 15 minutes. It might be 5 minutes. But some is better than none, right? So that's what I plan to do. That is my goal for the week. Okay, time to wrap up this show. Next week, I am back with, in 2 weeks, September 13th, I am back with my next episode. I'm calling it Sick and Tired because I want to talk about how extra weight can hinder many health conditions, develop or hinder your health. And I will actually have a guest who lost 37 pounds and eliminated a condition that she had developed. So I want to hear how she did that. So that's on September 13th, Sick and Tired with a guest. In about an hour, Tony and I are back with I'm Right. And that episode is about when you share a home office. When you share a home office. Okay, that's what we're talking about later in an hour. Thank you all for being here. I always consider you my accountability partners, and you really, truly help me. I don't even know where I would be if I didn't have you all here to support me. The music you're listening to is called Zanzauk International by Good Day Production. And the music that you heard during the segments is called Real Cool Sunglasses by That Core Beat. Thank you, my producer, my husband, Tony. Thank you. Can't do this without you all. I don't know what was going on with me coming on and off camera or on and off audio. I don't know. But hopefully everything's fine now. And that's it. I made it. I'm not even over in time today. So great. All right. I'll see you later. I'll see you in 2 weeks or maybe in an hour if you come to I'm Right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.